And I'm really looking forward to my Italy to Albania swim in 4 weeks' time. Like, I feel like everything has come together really well. I also know you can't take anything for granted in this sport, so I feel really confident about it. But you never know what's going to happen. But when I achieved the Italy to Albania swim, the fact that I had an unsuccessful attempt and came back and did it again is like just a further, you know, element of pride that you don't, see a failure and fall down. That you have a not yet successful, and you keep on plugging at it. And that's what I think is just the most inspiring thing about sport, right? It's not necessarily the easy win. It's the one that you had to tough out and work your way through.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, another cliche, but you do learn a lot when you kind of don't quite make it. You come back at it and you come back with that experience and also the fire behind you being like, I'm going to do this, like in your mind, like that resilience. This is not like unfinished business. I just think that is exactly what it is. And what sort of preparation goes into something like Italy to Albania? Is it an event itself, like a day that the day that you start off at the same time, or is it kind of like an event, like a route that people do? Or kind of talk me through your preparation for August and this big attempt?
So no, it's a swim that hasn't been done by according to Marathon Swimming Federation standards before. So when you're doing an uncharted effort, you're making it up and you're going, oh, I think I'll start here and I hope I'll get there and see how it goes. And that's kind of what went wrong last year is, we sort of got stuck against a current coming crossways and then a headwind coming into me. So the first 15 kilometres took me 9 hours to swim when on a normal day, I could swim 15 kilometres in 4 or 5 hours. So you give it a go, and you've got a boat with you. It's not part of an event. You just there's no one else doing it. You literally just get a boat and ask Albania, is it okay if I show up? And you start swimming, and you've got your crew there, and
So how long are you hoping to do it in? What's your thoughts?
Look, that's a tricky question because I'm gonna swim until it's finished, right? And so however long that takes, I'm gonna just do that. However, if we get it right, then I actually don't think it needs to be a longer than 24-hour swim. I think if we get the conditions right, I think it's probably it could be less than 24 hours. But having said that, this time I'm just going to swim until I get to Albania, and if that takes 40 hours, it takes 40 hours.
Amazing. And so you get in the water, and then you start swimming. Do you stop? Do you have food? How does it actually work?
So you're not allowed to touch anyone or anything, or you're not allowed to touch the boat or get out, or you've got to be in the water that entire time. Every hour or so, I'll stop and take a feed, and so they'll toss me something from the boat, and I'll take something in, and then just keep on swimming. So I sort of stop for about a minute every hour.
Wow, that's amazing. You actually rendered me slightly speechless there. That is awesome.
When I watch the ultra marathon running and they get to take naps, I'm like soft. We're not allowed to
changing their shoes. They're changing their clothes.
They can sit on seats and all of that.
I think that you actually are entitled to call ultramarathon soft. Not many people can, but you can. You absolutely can.
I wouldn't call Courtney Dowd a soft. She seems pretty hardcore.
I think she's pretty hardcore.
I actually devour content from ultramarathon runners because there's so little science on ultramarathon swimming. So I sort of turn to I turn to the ultramarathon runners. Camille Herron is another one that I follow quite closely, and just try to understand their process and apply it, see what I can learn from my process.